What if time isn't what we think it is? What if everything we experience as past, present, and future is just an illusion? Time is one of the greatest mysteries of our reality, and throughout history, philosophers, scientists, and even conspiracy theorists have tried to understand its true nature. What if time isn't linear? What if the past, present, and future all exist at once, or even wilder? What if time travel has already happened and we just don't know about it? In philosophy, one of the biggest debates is about the reality of time itself. Presentism is the idea that only the present moment is real. The past is gone, the future hasn't happened yet, and all that truly exists is the now. This might seem like common sense, but think about this. If only the present exists, then how do we explain memories of the past? How do we predict the future with such accuracy if it doesn't exist at all? On the other hand, there's eternalism. Eternalism argues that the past, present, and future all exist equally. Imagine time like a book. Every page exists at the same time, but you can only read one page at a time. Just because you're on a specific page doesn't mean the rest of the book isn't there. Could it be that the future has already happened, and we're just experiencing it in a sequence? Taking eternalism even further is the block universe theory. This idea suggests that time isn't a flowing river, but a giant block where every moment exists all at once. We experience the illusion of moving through time, but really everything, every moment of your life, past and future, is already set in stone. If this is true, then free will might not exist at all. Every decision you think you're making could already be determined, and we're just playing out the script of reality. But wait. Why do we experience time as moving forward? This is where the arrow of time comes in. We always see time progressing in one direction, forward. We remember the past, but we don't remember the future. Science says this is because of entropy, the idea that everything moves from order to disorder. A glass shatters but never reassembles itself. A candle burns, but the wax doesn't magically go back up the wick. But is entropy the only thing driving time forward? Could time actually be reversible, but our perception forces us to only see one direction? Now let's get into the wild stuff, time travel. It's been a staple of science fiction for decades, but could it be more than just fiction? Some conspiracy theories suggest that governments have already cracked the code on time travel. Whistleblowers and secret documents hint at experiments involving teleportation, wormholes, and even devices that can see into the future. What if we've already unlocked time travel, but the information is too dangerous to be made public? One of the most famous theories related to time is the Mandela Effect. This is the phenomenon where large groups of people remember events differently than they actually happened. Examples include people recalling the Berenstain Bears as Berenstein Bears, or remembering Nelson Mandela dying in prison when he actually didn't. Some believe this is proof that timelines are shifting, that we're experiencing glitches in reality caused by time manipulation or even parallel universes colliding. What if our memories of the past are unreliable not because we forget, but because the past itself is being rewritten? And then there's the Montauk Project, one of the most infamous time-related conspiracies. This alleged secret U.S. government project reportedly involved mind control, teleportation, and, you guessed it, time travel. Some claim that experiments at the Montauk Air Force Station led to the creation of time portals and even caused disruptions in the timeline. Could it be that classified experiments have already altered history as we know it? Expanding on these theories, what if the phenomenon known as déjà vu is actually a glitch in our perception of time? Some scientists suggest déjà vu occurs when the brain processes information too quickly, creating the illusion of experiencing a moment twice. But what if it's more than that? What if déjà vu is a result of us briefly accessing another timeline, a parallel reality where we have already lived that exact moment? Could our consciousness be slipping between different versions of reality without us realizing it? Some researchers also propose that time might be shaped by our consciousness itself. The observer effect in quantum mechanics suggests that the act of observing a system changes its behavior. If reality at its core is shaped by observation, then what does that mean for time? Could our perception of time be nothing more than a projection of our minds, a construct we impose on an otherwise timeless reality? Another mind-bending theory is that time might be a loop rather than a straight line. Some versions of the simulation hypothesis argue that we could be living in a repeating cycle where events are destined to recur over and over again. Ancient civilizations like the Mayans and Hindus had cyclical views of time, believing that history repeats itself in great cosmic cycles. Could we be unknowingly reliving the same existence over and over, trapped in an endless loop? Even crazier, what if reality as we know it is just a simulation, and time is simply a function of the program we exist within? If the universe is a simulation, then time could be artificially generated, manipulated, or even paused. Could moments of synchronicity, where things seem to align perfectly, be proof of some kind of hidden code running behind the scenes? So how do these conspiracies connect with philosophy? If time is an illusion, as presentism suggests, then maybe the changes we think we experience are just shifts in our perception. If the block universe is real, then time travel might not be about changing the past, but merely experiencing a different part of the time block. And if the arrow of time can be reversed, then maybe time manipulation is more feasible than we ever imagined. The question remains, what is time, really? Is it a construct of our minds, a fundamental part of the universe, or something we've completely misunderstood? Could time travel be real but hidden from us? Or is our entire reality just one fixed block of existence, with us simply moving through it, unaware of the bigger picture? One thing's for sure, time remains one of the biggest mysteries of our universe. Do we really understand it, or are we just scratching the surface? Let me know what you think in the comments below, and if you want more deep dives into mind-bending theories, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep questioning reality.